Hello everyone, we are from Group 9. Let me introduce my group members by their name and metric number. I am Yogitashni, daughter of BKAMK2013 304022, and my group members are Cyrus C. Jingting 306879, Ann Liz Toa 307000, Nur Idaya binti Khalid 306942, and Nur Alice Diana binti Roslan 306826. Today we are going to explore an important topic in cost accounting, activity-based costing, commonly known as ABC. ABC is a modern costing method that focuses on the idea that activities consume resources and products or service consumes those activities. In other words, it provides a more accurate way to calculate the cost of products in goods or delivering services by analyzing the actual activity involved. Unlike traditional costing method, which usually allocate overhead based on a single factor such as labor hours or machine usage, ABC uses multiple cost drivers to allocate overhead costs. These cost drivers could include the number of machine setups, quality inspections, production orders, or even customer interactions. Through this method, ABC enables organizations to measure the real consumption of resources at each stage of the production or service process. It breaks down overhead costs and connects them to specific activities and products, helping companies understand where their money is truly going. These detailed insights allow for better cost control, more accurate pricing, and improved financial decision making. So why should a company choose to implement activity-based costing? The main reason is that ABC offers a clearer, more reliable view of costs, especially in businesses with complex operationals and diverse product lines. Traditional costing systems often lead to disordered product costs, which can result in wrong pricing decisions or missed opportunities for cost savings. In contrast, ABC helps management identify inefficient processes, eliminate waste, and direct resources more strategically. This is particularly crucial in today's competitive business environment, where informed decision can make or break a company. However, implementing ABC is not always a smooth journey. Some companies success and see tremendous improvement in efficiency and profitability, while others face challenges like resistance from staff, high implementation costs, and difficulties in data collection. In our presentation today, we will look both sides of the story. We will explore two companies that successfully implemented ABC, TM Malaysia, a leader in telecommunication that benefit from enhanced cost visibility, and Zhu Electrical Ltd, a Chinese manufacturer that improved internal management through ABC. On the flip side, we will also examine failure cases such as China Bank, which struggled due to their complexity of the system and low staff acceptance, and Proton Malaysia, which failed to fully implement ABC despite recognizing its potential. Through these real-life examples, we aim to understand what factors lead to success and what common pitfalls cause failure in ABC implementation. Ultimately, this comparison will help us appreciate the importance of strategic planning, training, and support in adopting advanced costing methods like ABC. These are the references for success stories in ABC implementation.
Telekom Malaysia is the top telecom company in Malaysia. It used to be government monopoly, but it's now a private company. TM still control most of the fixed phone line in the country, though many Malaysians doesn't have one yet, leaving room for growth. TM also owns Celcom, one of the biggest company mobile phone in Malaysia, and provide internet through TM Net, the only broadband provider in the country. Besides Malaysia, TM operates in other countries like Sri Lanka, Cambodia, Indonesia, Bangladesh, Guyana, and Malawi. In 2005, it changed its brand to just TM to support its international expansions. Malaysia's first telephone line was installed in 1874. TM is a successful company which able to implement ABC through the country. The ABC implementation was initiated by Finance Division of TM in 1996. The introduction of ABC in TM started in 1996 and was initiated by the Finance Division. ABC is implemented in every department of TM. The international implementation of ABC is still under process. The main reason for the introduction of ABC was price competition. TM was losing its market share. It had no option but to reduce costs. The only way to increase the market share is to reduce the price of service. For this reason, it wanted to identify different cost drivers so that it can identify where the company is losing its money in comparison to other telecommunication company. As the traditional accounting system could not identify appropriate cost of each service, it motivated the authority to implement ABC. At the beginning stage, a working committee was formed. It included members from the costing, engineering, and other concerned departments. The head of the committee was an experienced manager who specialized in the field of accounting. Another committee was formed, which included top management. TM also hired specialized consultants to train the concerned employee to make knowledgeable about the ABC. Then they identify the different cost driver. The company also want to make sure everyone know about the new system. That's why they invited relevant department staff to work with them to know about the system. The top management support them in every way. They also provide computer training for the employees. TM use ABC for pricing the product, making decision about product output, managing of costs, for reducing the cost, designing new product, profitability analysis of customer, improvement in the process, and the last one is for designing new product. They also use ABC for evaluating performance. ABC helped the company to know about the non-value added activity and the job which was done non-effectively. With the use ABC, managers were able to make more precise decisions. Moreover, TM managed to reduce the time and waste of resource. They also identified that they were paying high costs for the overtime costs. By the introduction of ABC, TM developed a process flow. ABC helped relevant department managers to identify those costs which are high after the introduction. ABC, TM was able to maintain its resource more efficiently and effectively.
Shichi was publicly listed in the 1997 on the Shenzhen Stock Exchange, China. They manufactures a variety of relay electrical products. The ABC project was initiated in 2001 due to the internal pressure and the increased market of competition. It is driven by the use of EVA and the KPIs for evaluating the departmental profitability. The new evaluation methods reveal flaw in the traditional costing system, where the traditional costing system used direct labor hours absorption rates to allocate the cost. It resulted in inaccurate product costing and misleading divisional profitability information. The ABC project started in January 2002 with a pilot in the first product department, FDP. A steering committee was formed to set goals and monitor progress. It is to improve the product costing accuracy for better cost control. Shichi made an implementation team where they include Shichi cost accountant and a consultant from Shanghai University of Finance and Economics. They also built an ABC model using the manufacturing processes, activities, and the cost drivers. The cost drivers identified except the general admin and the finance cost. These costs were temporarily allocated based on the employee number per product line. They also developed a computerized ABC system with a Chinese software company. Even though it has some issue at first, but Shichi sent the ABC team leader to the software company to fix it. This move helped programmers understand the ABC concept and resolve the technical problem. The main goal of accurate product costing for the cost control was also achieved. It also improved the understanding of shop floor activities, where the direct labor costs were now properly traced to the products. Effective cost control was established in manufacturing, logistics, and the warehouse division.
And this is the references for failure stories in ABC implementations.
Bank of China is one of the biggest financial institutions. Founded in 1912, it has operated for 96 years, has served as a core bank for Chinese economic and social progress. The bank sets a limit for costs for every department at the beginning of the year. The profit was $1.404 million in 2003. Therefore, the maximum limit of the department spending for 2004 was nearly 39% of millions. $1.404 million or about $547. 39% is the standard ratio that the branch uses to calculate costing amounts. This ratio was prescribed by the Bank of China head office and it has not been changed for the last 5 years. There were 4 failure of story in implementations of ABC. First, lack of education about ABC. Few employees understood ABC, had heard about ABC but did not understand its key points. No one was willing to construct an ABC model for the branch. Next, poor ABC model designs. ABC model was very complicated and tough for a manager to understand. The accounting department need to improve the design of the model. The missing ABC model base file make it difficult to rebuild and will take some time. Third, resistant to change. The individual rejects new idea and change. Manager encourage new system through an ABC profit. Individuals were afraid of ABC, especially fearing the new system could reveal unprofitably processes and problem in their daily work. And last but not least, few outsources available. Poor outsourcing was one of the factors that limited the development of ABC. The bank will try to look for other solutions from outside when implementations was called off. None had relevant experience with ABC implementations.
Now I'm going to talk about the failure stories in the implementation of activity-based costing ABC on company of Proton Malaysia. So here's a little bit background of Proton Malaysia. Proton Holding Berhad is Malaysia's first national car makers, established on 7 May 1983 as part of a national initiative led by then Deputy Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. Its first model, the Proton Saga, was launched in 1985, developed in partnership with Mitsubishi Motors. Over the years, Proton evolved from rebadging forage model to designing its own, such as the Proton Gen 2 in 2004. Ownership changed in 2012 when the RB Hecoms acquired full control. In 2017, China Geely Holding Group took a 49.9 stake, ushering in a new era of technological and market expansion. The failure implementation of ABC in Proton Malaysia. The first one is lack of technology transfer. Despite the partnership with XYZ Motors, ABC failed to acquire deep technological knowledge or develop in-house R&D capabilities. It's continued to rely heavily on French design and component. So the impact is ABC was unable to innovate or differentiate its product in the global markets. The second failure implementation is politically driven supplier network. ABC prioritized Bumiputra supplier as part of national affirmative action agenda. Many suppliers were selected based on political connections, not performance or cost efficiency. So the impact is the production process become inefficient, expensive, and plagued by quality issues. The third one over dependence on government support. Tariff protections and policy favoritism shielded ABC from competition. This led to complications and stagnations rather than continuous improvement. The impact is when free trade agreement was signed with Asia, China, and India, ABC was unprepared for the flood of high-quality, competitively priced import. The failure implementations of ABC in Porto Malaysia. The fourth one is no clear export strategy. ABC lacked a robust internationalization plan and failed to establish a presence in foreign markets. Each product was seen as inferior and outdated by global standards. The impact is the company remained overly dependent on a shrinking domestic customer base. The last one, which is the fifth one, is internal competitions. In 1993, the government approved the creation of a second national carmaker, DEF Motors. DEF, with better foreign partnership and leaner operations, quickly gained popularity. The impact is ABC lost its monopoly and faced stiff competitions, further eroding its market share.
To wrap up our presentation, let's reflect on the key lessons we have learned from the success and failure stories of activity-based costing implementation. First, looking at the success stories of TM Malaysia and Zhu Electrical Ltd, several important factors contribute to their achievements. One of the most crucial elements was strong leadership support. When top management is committed and activity involved, it creates a positive environment for change. Additionally, these companies ensured clear communication and comprehensive training for employees, which helped everyone understand the purpose and benefit of ABC. This alignment meant that the ABC system was well designed to match their specific business needs, rather than just adopting it blindly. As a result, they gained better cost control, more accurate product costing, and improved decision making, which ultimately enhanced their competitiveness and efficiency. On the other hand, the failure cases of China Bank and Proton Malaysia highlight common pitfalls. Both organizations suffered from a lack of top management support, which made it difficult to drive the necessary organizational changes. In addition, employee resistance and confusion arose because the ABC system was either too complex or poorly explained. Without proper planning and preparation, the implementation became an overwhelming task, an overcomplicated system that felt more like a burden than a helpful tool. These issues lead to ABC being abandoned or underutilized, and the companies missed out on its potential benefits. So, what is the final message we take away from these stories? Activity-based costing can be a powerful tool for improving business operations, but success depends on much more than just installing a new system. It required a proper implementation, strong leadership, a supportive company culture, and active involvement of staff at all levels. Ultimately, it's not just about the technology or methodology itself, it's about people and processes working together. Thank you.